When you begin watching the video that comes next, it's important to understand that we are not talking about photos alone. We are talking about power, nervousness, and narrative control. Something leaked, something that was not expected. And Donald Trump's reaction says far more than any single image ever could. In this video, you will notice how certain names start circulating again, how old connections resurface, and how the White House responds with a mix of irritation, attack, and denial. Nothing here appears by chance. Pay attention to the tone, the words that are chosen, and the almost immediate effort to discredit, minimize, and shift the focus. When someone rushes so quickly to control the story, it's because the impact was greater than they are willing to admit. As the video unfolds, the details begin to come together. What was released? What was kept hidden? Who decided what the public could or could not see? And why? There are no direct accusations, but there are uncomfortable questions. And there is a clear pattern of behavior when Trump feels cornered. Stay until the end, because what's at stake here is not just public image, but credibility, transparency, and the real reason behind so much discomfort coming from the very top of power.
And new photos from Jeffrey Epstein's estate released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. We have just a portion of the 95,000 total images, which features some high-profile people, including a photo of President Trump surrounded by unidentified females. The redactions you see in this photo were done by the Democrats on the committee. Others featured in the images include former President Bill Clinton, former Trump chief strategist Steve Bannon, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, film director Woody Allen, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, and former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak. All of these men have denied any wrongdoing, and to be clear, none of these photos is evidence of any wrongdoing, and we do not know when they were taken or know the context around the events and people they depict. The White House has responded to the images, accusing House Democrats of, quote, selectively releasing cherry-picked photos with random redactions to try and create a false narrative. And last night, President Trump dismissed the importance of the release of the photos.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him, so that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
After everything you've just seen, it becomes clear that the biggest issue here is not the images themselves, but Donald Trump's reaction to them. Instead of transparency, what we saw was irritation. Instead of clarification, disqualification. And instead of responsibility, the old attempt to control the narrative by attacking those who ask questions. Trump wants the public to believe that this doesn't matter, that it's all nothing more than political exaggeration. But if it truly weren't relevant, why put so much effort into minimizing it, discrediting it, and shifting the focus? Leaders with nothing to hide don't go into defensive mode so quickly. They explain, they provide context, they face the facts. And here is the central point. No one is saying these images prove crimes, but they do raise legitimate questions about power, influence, and proximity to figures who symbolize some of the darkest chapters of the American elite. Ignoring that does not protect democracy, it weakens it. Trump may try to frame everything as a witch hunt, but the public has seen this movie before, and each new exaggerated reaction only reinforces the sense that there is something he does not want examined too closely. The final question is not about photos, it's about why he reacts as if he's afraid of them.